Hello, friends. I'd like to introduce you to this week's assignment, the Week 1 Research Question Assignment. To begin, I suggest you start with the learning activities for the week. Under Week 1 Learning Activities, go to My Lectures, the Case Study Overview, the Research Question and Case, and the Plagiarism videos. These lectures will give you a good foundation for your research question assignment. After viewing these videos, then go to the Week 1 Research Question Assignment. This assignment is the first of many that will help you build a semester-long research paper assignment. The research paper assignment mimics a dissertation. You will work through a process to build a research paper, and this process will mimic the process you will use to create a dissertation later in your academic journey. Now, this week's assignment will help you choose your research question. And our goal is the research question, but you will also be creating a background and a foundation onto which that research question is built. Now, each semester, I change the research question. So the research question assignment in your course will vary from the one that I am showing here. So just let this one be a generic guide, but remember to go to the one in your course to view your particular research question assignment. But all of the research question assignments have some things in common. First of all, your research question will be a single statement in the form of a question. That is what your single research question will end up being. And that single research question will begin with either how or why. Because a case study research question is either a how question or a why question. So your research question begins with how or why, and it is in the form of a question. It is a simple, single question, and that's our goal for this assignment. Also, you're going to select an industry. You get to choose this. You may be interested in healthcare, hospitals or doctors' clinics. You might be interested in education, grade schools or universities, perhaps finance, investment banks, nonprofits, web development companies, e-commerce retailers. You're going to select a particular industry that you're interested in looking at. So your research question might be looking at healthcare institutions. So how do healthcare institutions do something? How do financial institutions do something? So you will be selecting that industry. And again, you're looking in your course to see more specifically what that research question is looking at. I'm giving you the rest of that research question in your course assignment. Here's an example of a research question. This might be yours in your course, or yours might be different. Here's one. How do healthcare companies address privacy in their policies? If this was your research question given to you in your course, what you'll be asked to do is to take this research question, and you might decide to use healthcare companies, you might decide to use colleges, you might decide to use nonprofit companies. What you will do is select this research question now, and through the rest of the course, you will be building and building upon this research question to eventually develop the final research paper. You will be developing an annotated bibliography. You will be developing a data collection plan later. You will be collecting data. Then you will be writing the results of your data into your final research paper at the end of the course. So keeping in mind as you select your research question, you will need data later. So you will be able to go out onto the internet and research healthcare companies online, looking into their policies through online research, finding their privacy policies and seeing how they address privacy in their policies. So it might benefit you now to do some preliminary research, looking at a couple of large healthcare companies. Can I find their policies online? Can I find some information about their privacy policies online? So some preliminary research might make it easier for you later if you do some preliminary research now. If you're not able to find privacy policy information about healthcare companies, perhaps you want to change this to e-commerce companies. So you get the idea that a bit of preliminary research now might help you later. And maybe you'd want to change the kind of companies that you might select. I will be looking for you to find 3 companies, 3 different individual organizations to research later. Now, once you've selected your research question, I'm asking you to write a 2-page paper, including 3 supporting references, and this is the format for your paper right here. It does need to be an APA style, so your title page is a single-page document in APA style. It will contain the title of your paper, your name, and the title of your university. That's APA style. Then starting on your second page, an introductory paragraph that describes what's going to appear in your paper. Next, at the last sentence of your introduction paragraph, place your research question exactly as is. Perhaps it's something like, how do healthcare companies address privacy in their policies? Then background. Most of the rest of your paper is background about your research question. You're going to support and explain your research question. So let's continue with this example of the research question. So you're going to explain privacy policies in healthcare companies. You'll continue to talk about privacy policies in healthcare companies, the history of them, how important they are, why you're researching that. Now, you're asked to write this in your own words, but you do need 3 academic references. So those references need to come from the online Cumberland Library. You cannot copy and paste. You cannot copy and paste and spin words around. But what you can do, you can support your writing with supplemental material from other authors. So you can include ideas that support your own writing from other authors and give them credit for their work. So use other material from other authors and give them credit through APA style. You need at least 3 references. Use more if you like, and then give them credit on the APA style reference page. Then include, at the very end, a certificate of authorship, and I've included a link to it for you here. And this will certify, and you will sign it, that this is your own work. You have not plagiarized anyone else's work. You have not copy and pasted. You have not used a spinner. This is your own work in your own words. And any work that you have used from anyone else, you have given them proper authorship. You've given them proper credit for their own work. Again, the research question, place it as the last sentence of your introduction And then in the background, which is most of the 2 pages, give an explanation of the area of your research, set the context of your research, write your document in APA style, include at least 3 references, and I'm looking for 2 pages in length, and that is for the body of your paper. That doesn't include your title page, your reference page, or the certificate of authorship. Let me know if you have any questions. I look forward to reading your paper.